I already feel the excitement from some of the guys. They're getting in the playoffs for the first time or a long time here, and so I already feel that excitement. So you just want to try to encourage the calm before the storm as much as you can, because the night before the game it's hard to sleep. I've been there every year. I mean, the day of the game you get that juices flowing and stuff. So if you can delay it as much as possible, I think is the best bet.
Being a veteran,
It's more important than the game right in front of us.
and to have it at home and back.
That's Viking fans are going to turn it up for us.
Can't talk about the intensity that picks up maybe in a playoff atmosphere. It's going to be your first trip to the playoffs. Are you just starting to get a sense of how it's elevated at this point of the season?
I feel like no matter what, every game the energy is going to be crazy, but you just know that it's a 1 week season. If you don't come out and play well, season's done, and you don't want to end your season off. Especially the season we're having right now. We have so much momentum, so many good and bad things happen this season, but we know that we're capable to play with anybody. But we know that if you don't come out and play, season's done.
When you play a team for a second time, how much do you draw from the first game, and how much do you just try to wipe away and treat it as its own new entity?
It's going to be a whole new thing, but also every team is still going to be themselves. You're not going to create a whole new playbook within 3 weeks of the season. So it's just a matter of fixing all the mistakes you made before, knowing that they're probably going to try and attack the same things and knowing where they can attack you at.
Have you given any thought to how intense and how fired up the fans are going to be?
Oh, it's going to be crazy. Yeah, it's US Bank Stadium. It's going to be crazy no matter what.
So, how do you kind of weather that storm maybe in the beginning, get the nerves down, and just get back to playing?
Just go out and play football. Yeah.
All right. An NFL player in the playoffs.
I mean, it's a really exciting time, this time of year, every team brings out their best, You got to play at your best. Players' instincts are much more sharp because of all the plays that they've seen throughout the season. But I feel like around this time of year is you got to play your best. It's do or die, win or go home. So, and it's fun.
Yeah, Jones is a gamer as a quarterback. You chased him around quite a bit a few weeks ago. What's he like to play against? Because he's matured a lot over the last few years since the last time we saw him.
No, he's a great quarterback. Keep on maturing over the years that he's been in the league. He's been making his throws. He makes plays with his legs and all that stuff. Good O-line. Definitely seen the maturity over the past few seasons that he's played. But, he has a good running back with him, so it equally balances everything out.
Do teams throw much new at you if you play them a second time or not? I mean, what's this league like? Do you do what you do best, or do you have to anticipate a lot of new wrinkles?
I mean, people are always changing. Teams are always changing. So we have to dissect the games that they've played since us and see what they might possibly be able to be doing that's different for this upcoming week.
What does home field mean?
It means a lot. We have all the fans, family members, and all that stuff coming to the game. So we're really excited about that.
What stood out about your performance on Christmas Eve? You had the 2 sacks against Jones. What stands out when you reflect on that game?
I mean, that game's in the past. We're with them. We're playing them this week. So, basically we stuck with the game plan, and we have a game plan this week that we're going to stick with.
Are you really comfortable standing up or sitting down now? I mean, you had a year to do it now, since they came in.
I mean, it don't matter to me, man. I'm going to do whatever it takes for us to win a football game. Whatever my team needs me to do, I'll do it. Stand up, put my hand in the dirt. I'm going to do it no matter what people say.
Just tell me what time the game starts, huh?
Yep, definitely.
You know this. I mean, you don't get these opportunities all that often, right? How much you just need to seize this opportunity? It's been a little bit since you've been in a playoff game.
I mean, there are players in this league that's never been to the playoffs. So, I mean, sometimes it's a once in a lifetime for some people. Sometimes it's an occurrence. I mean, this is my 4th time, and I kind of know what to expect. And each team's going to do whatever they need to do in order to win the game. Each player's going to give their best shot. So it's do or die, win or go home.
How do you feel thinking, you guys haven't had a home playoff game since the Minneapolis Miracle game. 5 years. What's it been like, being so long since you've had a home playoff game?
I mean, all I know is it's exciting to have a playoff game here. The fans are the main part of it. The crowd that helps us when we go on the field on defense and all that stuff. I mean, it's quite hard for the other team because the road noise and all that stuff. But it's an exciting atmosphere for whenever you're able to be in the playoffs. Have the fans behind you. And just cheering you on.
Yeah. What do you remember from the only playoff game at US Bank Stadium that Vikings have had the last time? What do you kind of remember the atmosphere and the fans were like and all that?
I just remember it being loud, It's probably one of the loudest games we've ever been in. It was so loud that you could just feel the vibration the sound off your skin and all that stuff.
How about for yourself personally, battling back from injury the last couple of years to be in this position with this team right now, for yourself having the success this year, just what has the road been like to get back to this point for you?
I mean, it's just steady, just keeping my head down and grinding. I had good teammates, good coaches, good staff, being around me, just keeping me mentally focused and all that stuff. There's been ups and downs, but at the end of the day, you just got to keep grinding.
What is it about this group in particular with this team and this year going to the playoffs that makes you think that this can be the team that advances for?
Well, the biggest thing is that we just play together. There's no individuals that are just trying to do things for themselves. They buy into the program, buy into what KO is trying to teach us, and like I said, at the end of the day, we're just playing for each other.
Sorry if you addressed this, but what's it like playing a team, that you just played a couple weeks ago, so close together?
I mean, we definitely have to study them a little bit more because we know they're going to do things differently from the last game. So the biggest thing is just locking in and just studying what they did for the past few games since they played us, and bring it game day.
What do you guys got to do better than in the last game? I know you gave up a good number of yards on defense the last time you faced them.
No, just focus on the little things. That's what it always comes down to. You focus on the little things, it tends to take care of everything.
Thanks.